Well, welcome Brick fans to an arcade mock here on The Brick Show. So you've seen this in some of our other videos, so real quick just want to kind of introduce what we're going to be showing. This is the first version of our arcade. Now it is completed and it is just a quarter though of our arcade. So we're going to have like one big entertainment, basically gaming center, and this is like more of the arcade version. We're going to kind of have arcades in all of them, but it's our gray base plate that is filled up with arcade, skee ball. You're going to see it all. But then we are going to add on to it with different stuff, some arcades. We've got some stuff that we're excited about to add to it over the coming months, but wanted to show you the first leg, the phase one of our arcade. And you know, we have a lot of these arcades, so we thought, hey, let's make our arcade room in more of an 80s style. So as we go through it, you'll see kind of what is behind some of these games. But a lot of them are from the 80s, 90s, time period that we grew up in. And enjoy your arcade room. And so here's the arcade room, and I just wanted to show you kind of a farther away glimpse at it, and we are going to dive into it, just kind of show you all of the details behind this. But it's on, you know, your regular gray base plate, and you can see throughout here that we will be adding, so that'll be onto the next one. So this is like the first of 4, and this is more like arcade heavy, game heavy, a lot of 80s games and vending machines and ball pit and things like that. So we do have a sidewalk that's on the outside, kind of just your basic sidewalk, and then we do have the mason bricks for the wall on the outside, and then we do have our cylinder pieces up top. I just got red and green just to kind of give it that gaming look from when you're like at an arcade. And that's just what we have there as we make our way over to the entrance. Your arcade room. So this is kind of like ground level in the arcade, and we are going to look at it from so many different angles here. Just wanted to show you kind of the minifig view of the arcade. As you walk in the entrance, we do have our gumball machine, first thing, and then we've got our Frogger, our Pac-Man, our Donkey Kong, and yes, they are all being played, and by some familiar faces at that. These are the arcade games that we have at our shop, and then we also have skee ball as we're making our way through. You can see we've got all 3 games being played, and really like that, you know, you can add these, put these together side by side. And yes, we do have like stickers for the skee ball, and then we have our tan studs that act as our skee balls. And we do have a guy, some punk in the corner without a shirt on for some reason, playing skee ball. And then as we make our way kind of to the middle here, you can see we've got a few more arcade games. We've got a big area of gumball and just some other vending prize machines. So we've got 8. These are like the stackable kind. A lot of times you see these in the malls, but you used to see them at arcades and stuff. We got Benny's Spaceship arcade game, and who is that playing? Yes, that is Benny. We got some girls taking pictures. Some of them are dressed up. You can see right below here we've got our man who's got the stereo, the boom box, very big in the 80s, and he's playing that right next to the ball pit. A lot of times at Chuck E. Cheese and other places like that, you had the ball pits. We don't really see those that much anymore. At least I don't when I take my kids places, but those were very big back in the day, especially in the 80s and 90s. And then we've got a few others just kind of sitting around on the benches, and it looks like we've got Chad sitting on the black bench at the ball pit, and maybe Luke eating a cookie there, about to jump in. And then as we make our way past the ball pit, we have our TV area. A lot of times when you went places, you would see TVs being played everywhere. So this kid, he's on the floor with a smile on his face. And what is he watching? He's watching some of Brick Show's finest brick films. And yes, oh look at that, he's also watching the Brick Show right under Ninja Barbecue, which is a great flick. So he's having a good time there, and then you can see our Frogger, our Froggy game. Wally has even shown up into the arcade, and then we've got some exciting stuff here on the other side and in the far corner. And this is the area, like I said, I will add more of our floor tile to this to add to the next base plate, and that will continue on with other things, and that'll probably be like more pool tables, dartboards. We have a lot of that stuff coming, and that's what the next area will kind of be. And we got a lot of different things we're doing with the next 3 versions to kind of make a one big entertainment area. Now this is something that you guys probably, most of this audience doesn't know of, but back in the day, in the 80s, 90s, we used to have these things. They were like punching bag type things. There's like a piece of cushion, and you would get, and there was always long lines, so obviously we've got a line here. There was always lines to get to this, and then you'd like run back and then punch it as hard as you could, and then the screen told you how hard you hit it. So obviously Iron Fist is watching over this game, making sure everyone's doing it right, and we've got a little bit of a crowd here lining up, and there always would be long lines to see or to play that game. Another gumball machine here, and then that's kind of like to show the score. Just thought I'd throw that in there. And then moving along to Thor's game, which is also something very cool. A lot of times you've probably seen these at like the fair or county fair or whatever. So this is where you take the sledge and you hit it, and to see how high up you can get your score. So Thor is in charge of this game. He's who's kind of operating it. You take his hammer and you hit. And the Hulk is in line, so that's interesting. That should be a good match, or a good hit by both. So we've got Benny in the corner here on a skateboard, and then we've got Kubrick, is what we call it, here on the Brick Show, and then we've got a mummy who's actually taken to Wally, and they're kind of hanging out. So a lot going on here at the arcade, and there's just lots to do here, as you can see. And then the other side of our gumball machines, where we've got 8 on each side, she actually, I don't know if that's lipstick or she just has had too much blue gum. And that's what it looks like from that side when you have all of them stacked on that side. So nice little area here where they can pick and choose gum or prize, lots of different things. And now it looks like this kid is about to throw up. And so there's phase 1 of our arcade room, and like I said, we'll be doing 4 of these, combining them together and making one big one, but this is kind of like a quarter of it. And this is more the arcade, and we'll be adding to it. So when we have the next version done, we'll be doing that one and combining them all. So this is what it looks like when you have a lot of, this is a lot of the stuff we have even at our shop, a lot of arcades, the gumball machines, the TVs, the skee ball. So wanted to kind of put it in place, put it in reality here in an arcade room, and this is what it looks like. And most of this was done with just pieces at the pick-a-brick wall. A lot of it I did get on Bricklink, especially for the Mason bricks and stuff like that, but for the most part you can make these something similar just using pieces at the pick-a-brick wall. Obviously it is cheaper to use Bricklink and get your pieces that way, but not all of you are able to do that, so just wanted to clarify that. And thanks for watching. See you guys next time on The Brick Show.